Bienvenidos to my YouTube channel. This is Rio Da Sol. Okay, so basically today's video we're going to be talking about meditation. Long overdue video, much requested type of video. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over what meditation is, the basics of it, and my personal story with it. I will probably be posting some in-depth meditations on my Patreon when I finish setting that up, that you guys can, go and find those types of resources to really get your journey started, and I'll go more in depth on those videos. But this is gonna be a basic tell-all. So I got my matcha, I got my J, and we're going to get into it, okay? Alright. Blunt is sparked, and we're gonna get into these notes. So basically, the first thing I wanted to hit on was how I got started and my personal journey. So I got started, so my third eye has always been open. I'm very empathic. I have second sight. So basically that was not necessarily the issue for me. Like a lot of people, bad anxiety, didn't know what to do with it. Not very clear cut, information. It was kind of like, at that time I remember it was more like symbolism. It wasn't straightforward at all, unless it was maybe like a dream or something. So basically when I started my meditation journey, I started with guided meditations by Michael Seeley on YouTube. His name is Michael Seeley. You can listen to anybody you want, but guided meditation is like a self-hypnosis thing where you hypnotize yourself into walking yourself into the meditative process. So basically people use guided meditations to tap in. I remember like my first guided meditations, like by him, for instance, were I think it was like past life regression was one of them, and I used to do like self-hypnosis for like working out, like motivation and stuff like that, years ago before I had my injury. Different story. So basically, yeah, guided meditation is an awesome start. You have guided meditation, you can play music, you can play Biaria beats, Thea waves, any kind of meditation music. I literally sometimes just type in meditation music on YouTube, and then I play whatever, not whatever pops up, but I'll look, Indian meditation music, Native American flute meditation music, African drum meditation music, and I'll use different things. Obviously, you'll start getting into what you personally like as time goes on. Obviously, you have the classic silent meditation, and a lot of people, this is a really hard one for them because their mind starts to wander in a silent meditation. And it's not something I do every single day. It's something that maybe I'll do like a couple times out the week. Actually, I do that every day, correction, because the best time that I've found to meditate is when I wake up in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, hold on, let me smirk this one. So when I wake up in the morning, you know how you wake up and the first thing, y'all want to do, I know I do it a lot, is look at your phone and just be like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to look at my phone, fuck with everything. Don't do that. The first thing that I started doing in the morning, which has helped me tremendously, is that I now sit in bed. I put the snooze on purpose on my alarm, so I'm awake so I don't fall back asleep. and I meditate. I reflect over if I remember any dreams. That's usually one of my first questions. You know how like you'll just wake up and your dreams will still be fresh. Sometimes, because I'm not a person who remembers my dreams a lot. So yeah, so like remembering your dreams, reflect on, like, set your intention. The huge part of meditation is like, why meditate? Because if you set your intention on anything before you enter a room, before you enter a new phase in your life, or a new job, or just anything, a change in atmosphere, is good to set that intent for whatever you want. Like, you'll, like, often to myself, I sit there and I say, like, yo, like, like my positive self-talk, yo, like, you got this, everything is gonna be a smooth day, you're not gonna have any, like, you're not gonna have any bullshit that happens, little, like, small things that bother you. And so when I tell myself that, then usually I don't. And if something does happen, it's like, off the shoulders. It is nothing. So the next thing I want to get into is chakras. So I'm not going to go in depth on your chakras. So, you have like your main 7, but you have chakra points all over your body. In African, like West African spirituality, call it Ori. So, your Ori, your chakras, you want to work on these. You want to constantly, I like the chakra system because it's a good way to just kind of check yourself and to realize, like, hold up, like, maybe, like, what's been going on with me? Because if you go up and, like, like your root is being your grounding, and, if you have problems with anxiety, then you need to work on your root. You know what I mean? And then the next one, your sacral. If you have problems with creativity, sexuality, they're both linked together in your sacral chakra, and et cetera, et cetera. So you can study the chakra system. So going from the chakra system, which that was one of the other, like, first things that I did, was I started doing mantras. And I still do mantras, and you can make your own mantras up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna be a millionaire. The more you tell yourself something, the more it becomes reality. So you can tell yourself whatever. You can find mantras. Like, I do a lot of Sanskrit ones. So I use that to, like, usually charge my chakras. And especially when I feel, like, really, like, fucked up and, like, crummy, my energy is really wrong, I feel like that's the best time to use a mantra. And I usually, I remember the chakra ones now, but you can go on YouTube and you can also find that, and you can also look it up online, and they're pretty simple. The next one I want to go into is from your chakras. I think it's really important to work on your kundalini. And so in your kundalini, and how you utilize your kundalini is from your chakras. When you start developing that, the kundalini is what they describe as the snake that wraps, the intertwined snake, the snake that is like the meniscus. Is it called the meniscus? It's the medical thing that Hermes carries, and it's the 2 snakes, so they cross into each chakra is the meeting point, and it's the male and the female energy in your body. When these 2 hemispheres, your right and your left brain, when these 2 hemispheres combine together, basically some really powerful stuff happens. Your whole entire energy center will start to open and activate, and you become a pillar of, light flowing through your body. And, you always want to pull from the earth, not yourself, for the energy. And basically that energy when you rebalance your kundalini, you bring it back into your heart space, and then you let that out. And from there, you can work on your aura, and you can control your aura. You can put protections on your aura, because a lot of people, they will take on the energy of other people, and you have to know what's yours and what's other people. So, you know, your aura is really important, and there's several layers to it. So working on your aura is really important. And another method is art. So I oftentimes like paint, like this is one of my paintings. In the background is a mural I'm working on in my bedroom. And your art is also, you know, a gateway. It's a way to focus. Art, dance, music, you know, like a musical instrument, you know, singing. You can really like put yourself in a nice trance. Transcendental meditation that's where the healing is. And truly, and that's how you really, you know, unpack and work on your mental and work on your highest self and manifest from there. It's just learning to concentrate long enough to stay in that state of meditation. And so a lot of people can't focus on anything long enough for them to stay in a meditative state. And, you know, that's unfortunate, but you build up to it. You know, I have ADD, and I sat there and I just kept working on it. And as time went on, I became a lot better at it. And that's what's really important to me, is like, you want to become better at what you're doing. It's exercising. Everybody wants these muscles, you know what I mean? Everybody wants this, you know, big booty and these muscles and everything, but they don't want to work out. Everybody want to be woke, but they don't want to meditate. And so what y'all need to do is y'all need to really, you know, find your own peace, your own center, and you know, tune in. You know, I like to go into nature. If you don't have nature, you can garden. You know, you can put plants into your space and build that up. But this is like a non-negotiable. You can't be like woke. You can't be woke. You're not lit until you sit there and you make yourself meditate and concentrate and work out, you know, whatever you're going through and your problems, you know? It's about your own healing. It's not about other people and what they think. It's about who you are, and realizing that you are can't talk today. You are a multi-dimensional being, and you being that multi-dimensional being, you have to like know your good and your bad, and you can't do that shadow work that you need unless you sit there and you reflect on the things that you do not like in your life. So I want you guys to truly just heal. I know that is a very broad video, but you know, I wanted to just hit some points. I had some notes here, and I feel like I hit all of them more or less. And you know, it really is a broad topic. Just as a refresh, you know, guided meditations, music, silence, mantras, setting your intentions. We didn't go over this one, yoga. So like yoga is also meditative. For me, I feel like yoga helps me relax. It helps my body like not be like, I haven't done my yoga today, you can tell. It helps my body not be antsy, and so I can sit in meditation for longer, and that's pretty dope. And so again, your chakras, your kundalini, your aura, making art, you know, creation, you know, music, making music, you know, singing, all that meditative, dancing, meditative, mantras, and yeah, just, you have to find things that bring you happiness, that don't cost you anything, that doesn't require another person, because a person can up and leave you. A Money can come and go, you know, but if you have something that brings you happiness and grounds you and centers you and gives you some sort of peace, because like nowhere is perfect, then if you have inner peace, then your outside will reflect. You're not going to be bothered by things, and you're going to move through your days and way more fluent. You're not going to be mad, cussing people out. You know, you're going to sit there and you're going to heal. You're going to finally let go of that trauma that you've been holding on to. And I think that's what's beautiful. So, Ashe, I want you guys to really, really dive into this shit. Meditation is key. Meditation is where it is at, okay? It's no, you know, bullshitting around it. Bye, guys.